Cosmic collision, when stars and hearts align. In the vast expanse of the Andromeda Galaxy, two civilizations were about to collide in a way that would reshape the cosmic order. On the crystalline world of Lumina, Dr. Astra Zephyr, a brilliant xenobiologist, gazed out of her laboratory's panoramic window. The bioluminescent flora pulsed with an otherworldly glow, mirroring the excitement in her iridescent eyes. "Attention all citizens," the planetary eye's soothing voice echoed through the crystalline spires of the city. "The human expedition vessel Starweaver has entered our solar system. Prepare for first contact protocols." Astra's tentacles writhed with anticipation. The Luminians, a species that had long ago transcended the need for verbal communication, shared a collective thought. At last we meet our cosmic neighbors. As the sleek human ship descended through luminous pearlescent atmosphere, Captain Jack Nova stood at the helm, his weathered face a testament to years of interstellar exploration. "Easy does it, folks," he muttered to his crew. "Let's not scratch their pretty planet on our first date." The ship touched down on a landing pad that seemed to form spontaneously from the living crystal beneath it. As the airlock hissed open, Jack took a deep breath of the alien air, rich with exotic particles that danced across his tongue. "Well, I'll be damned," he chuckled. "Smells like a mix of cotton candy and thunderstorms." Astra approached the human delegation, her bioluminescent patterns shifting in complex patterns, the Luminian equivalent of a formal greeting. Jack, caught off guard by the alien's ethereal beauty, fumbled with the universal translator clipped to his collar. "Ah, howdy," he managed, immediately wincing at his own informality. "I mean, greetings on behalf of Earth and the United Terran Alliance." To everyone's surprise, Astra responded verbally, her voice a melodic trill that seemed to resonate with the very crystals around them. "Welcome, Earthlings. We've been eagerly anticipating this moment for eons." Jack's eyebrows shot up. "You speak English?" Astra's skin rippled with amusement. "We speak all languages. Your thoughts broadcast them quite loudly." As the two groups began to mingle, the differences between their species became starkly apparent. The humans, with their solid forms and constant chatter, seemed almost primitive next to the fluid, telepathic Luminians. Yet, there was something about the humans' vibrant emotions and unpredictable nature that fascinated the aliens. Astra found herself drawn to Jack, peppered him with questions about Earth, human biology, and their method of reproduction. The captain, usually unflappable in the face of cosmic wonders, found himself blushing like a schoolboy. "Well, you see," he stammered, "when two humans love each other very much." Astra's curiosity piqued. "Love. This concept is unfamiliar to us. Can you elaborate?" Jack scratched his head, searching for words to describe something so intrinsic to human nature. "It's like a force stronger than gravity. It makes your heart race, your palms sweat, and sometimes makes you do crazy things." The Luminian scientist was captivated. In that moment, she made a decision that would alter the course of both their species. "Captain Nova, I propose a joint research project. I wish to study this love phenomenon and its connection to human reproduction." Jack's eyes widened. "That's a mighty personal area of study, Doc. Not sure how my superiors would feel about that." But Astra was insistent. "Think of the scientific possibilities, the exchange of knowledge. Surely, this aligns with your mission of peaceful exploration and cultural exchange." As Jack mulled over the proposal, a commotion erupted near the Starweaver. A young human engineer, in his excitement to examine the living crystal technology, had accidentally interfaced with the planet's neural network. Suddenly, the entire landing pad was awash with the engineer's thoughts and memories, his childhood, his first kiss, his dreams of space exploration. The Luminians reeled from the intensity of the emotional deluge. Astra, however, was enthralled. She had never experienced anything so raw, so vivid, so human. "Fascinating," she breathed, her entire being pulsing with excitement. "Captain, do you see? This is exactly why we must study your species more closely. There's something unique about human consciousness, something that could revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos itself. Jack, still trying to calm his flustered engineer, couldn't help but feel a mix of pride and trepidation. Humanity, with all its flaws and foibles, had managed to impress one of the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy. But at what cost? What would the Luminians discover if they peered too deeply into the human heart? As the sun set on Lumina, casting prismatic rainbows across the crystal landscape, both species knew that nothing would ever be the same. The cosmic dance of discovery had begun, and love, in all its mysterious, powerful forms, would lead the way. Little did they know that this cultural exchange would soon unearth ancient secrets, ignite interstellar conflicts, and push the boundaries of what it means to be sentient in a universe full of wonders and terrors beyond imagination. Heartstrings and stardust, the experiment begins. As the Luminian sun cast its iridescent glow across the crystal spires of the research facility, Astra Zephyr found herself in uncharted territory. The joint human-Luminian project had been greenlit, much to the excitement of both species' scientific communities. However, the study of human love and reproduction was proving to be more complex than anyone had anticipated. Captain Jack Nova paced nervously outside the lab, his weathered boots leaving temporary imprints on the living crystal floor. "You sure about this, Doc?" he called through the translucent door. "Feels like we're opening Pandora's box here." Astra's melodic voice resonated from within. "Pandora's box. Another human idiom I must research. Please enter, Captain. The preliminary tests are complete." As Jack stepped into the lab, he was struck by the surreal fusion of human and Luminian technology. Holographic displays pulsed with data, while crystalline structures seemed to grow and reshape themselves in response to the information flow. "So, what's the verdict?" Jack asked, trying to decipher the alien charts. Astra's form shimmered with excitement, her bioluminescent patterns dancing in complex sequences. "It's extraordinary, Captain. The human capacity for emotional bonding seems to have tangible effects on your physiology. Your hormones, brain activity, even your cellular regeneration, all are influenced by this thing you call love." Jack chuckled nervously. "Well, we've been saying love makes the world go round for centuries. Guess we were onto something." "Indeed," Astra mused, her tentacles gracefully manipulating a 3D model of the human endocrine system. "But it's more than that. There's an energy signature we've detected, something that defies our current understanding of quantum mechanics. It's as if human emotions can influence the very fabric of space-time." The captain's eyes widened. "Are you saying love is some kind of cosmic force?" Before Astra could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. The crystalline walls pulsed with urgent red light as the planetary eye's voice echoed. "Alert. Anomaly detected in Sector 7. All personnel, please stand by for further instructions." Jack's hand instinctively went to the phaser at his hip. "What's going on, Astra?" The Luminian scientist was already interfacing with the facility's neural network, her form briefly becoming translucent as she processed the information. "It appears our research has had unexpected consequences. The energy signature we detected, it's growing exponentially." As they rushed to Sector 7, Jack couldn't shake a feeling of déjà vu. The corridor leading to the anomaly was eerily similar to one he'd seen in a recurring dream. A dream of stardust and heartbeats and a love that transcended galaxies. They burst into the observation deck, and Jack's breath caught in his throat. Before them, suspended in a containment field, was a swirling vortex of light and color. It pulsed with a rhythm that seemed oddly familiar. "It's beautiful," Jack whispered, finding himself drawn toward the phenomenon. Astra's tentacles writhed with a mixture of scientific fascination and growing concern. "Captain, be careful. Our readings indicate that this anomaly is somehow connected to your brainwaves. Your emotions appear to be fueling its growth." As Jack stepped closer, images began to flicker within the vortex, memories, but not just his own. He saw flashes of Earth, of Lumina, of worlds and civilizations beyond imagination, and through it all a common thread, beings reaching out to one another, forming bonds, falling in love. Astra, Jack breathed, his voice filled with awe. I think we've discovered something bigger than both our species. This isn't just about human love or reproduction. It's about the fundamental nature of consciousness in the universe. The Luminian scientist moved to Jack's side, her own consciousness expanding as she interfaced with the anomaly. You're right, it's as if love is the universe's way of understanding itself, a cosmic feedback loop of experience and emotion. As they stood there, human and alien, before the swirling vortex of universal love, the boundaries between their species seemed to blur. Jack felt Astra's alien consciousness brush against his mind, and for a moment he understood the Luminian way of perceiving reality, a symphony of interconnected energy and information. Astra, in turn, was overwhelmed by the intensity of human emotion. For the first time, she truly grasped the concept of individual experience, of the beautiful chaos that came with being human. Suddenly, the vortex pulsed brightly, and a shockwave of energy burst forth. Jack instinctively reached out to protect Astra, and as their forms collided, something miraculous happened. The energy enveloped them both, and in that moment, they weren't just observing the cosmic dance of love, they were part of it. As the light faded and the alarms quieted, Jack and Astra found themselves changed. The captain's eyes now held a hint of the cosmic awareness that Luminians possessed, while Astra's form had solidified slightly, taking on a more humanoid appearance. What just happened? Jack asked, his voice shaky. Astra's reply came not as words, but as a direct thought, tinged with emotions that were newfound and exhilarating. I believe, Captain, that we've just taken the first step into a new era of galactic evolution. The question is, are our species ready for what comes next? As news of the incident spread throughout the facility and beyond, both humans and Luminians grappled with the implications. The boundaries between species, between emotion and logic, between the physical and the metaphysical, all were being rewritten. And at the heart of it all, a captain and a scientist stood hand in tentacle, that unlikely bond a testament to the universe's greatest mystery, the power of love to transcend all barriers, even those between the stars. Quantum entanglement of the heart, cosmic secrets unveiled. As news of the anomaly spread across the galaxy like wildfire, the Luminian homeworld became the epicenter of an interstellar scientific pilgrimage. Beings from 1,000 worlds flocked to witness the phenomenon that promised to rewrite the laws of physics and emotion alike. Among them was Dr. Zora Quasar, Earth's leading expert in xenopsychology, whose arrival on Lumina sent ripples through both human and alien communities. Captain Jack Nova and Dr. Astra Zephyr, still grappling with their newfound connection, found themselves at the center of a cosmic storm. Their merged consciousness had become a bridge between species, a living embodiment of the universe's greatest mystery. It's like we stumbled upon the source code of reality itself, Jack mused, his eyes now swirling with star-like pinpricks of light, a visible manifestation of his expanded awareness. Astra, her form now shimmering between solid and ethereal states, nodded in agreement. Indeed, but with great discovery comes great responsibility. The galactic community is watching Jack, some with hope, others with fear. As if on cue, a holographic transmission flickered to life in the center of the lab. The stern face of Admiral Kronos, head of the United Terran Alliance, materialized before them. Captain Nova, the Admiral's voice crackled with barely contained tension. I hope you realize the powder keg you're sitting on. Half the galaxy wants to weaponize this love force you've discovered. The other half wants to worship it. We need answers, and we need them yesterday. Before Jack could respond, the transmission was interrupted by a cascade of crystalline chimes, the Luminian equivalent of an urgent alert. The planet's eye spoke, its usual soothing tones tinged with concern. Attention all beings. An unidentified object has entered our solar system. Its energy signature matches that of the anomaly. Prepare for possible first contact scenario. Jack and Astra shared a look of both excitement and apprehension. Well, Jack chuckled nervously. Looks like the universe is knocking on our door. Shall we answer? As they made their way to the Planetary Defense Center, they were joined by Dr. Quasar, whose analytical mind was already racing with possibilities. This could be the key to understanding the fundamental nature of consciousness, Zara exclaimed, her eyes bright with scientific fervor. Imagine a force that transcends the physical laws we've relied on for millennia. It could revolutionize everything from space travel to the very concept of life itself. Astra's form pulsed with a mix of colors that Jack now recognized as cautious optimism. Your enthusiasm is admirable, Dr. Quasar, but we must proceed with caution. We're dealing with forces beyond our comprehension. As they entered the control room, a massive holographic display showed the approaching object. It defied conventional description, a swirling mass of energy and matter that seemed to flicker in and out of existence. By Einstein's mustache, Zara whispered in awe, "It's beautiful." Suddenly, the object pulsed, sending out a wave of energy that washed over the planet. In that instant, every being on Lumina, human, Luminian, and visiting alien alike, was struck with a vision so profound it brought the world to a standstill. They saw the birth of stars, the dance of galaxies, the intricate web of quantum entanglement that connected all things. But more than that, they felt the cosmic longing, a primordial force that drove the universe to experience itself through countless forms of life. As the vision faded, Jack, Astra, and Zara found themselves changed once again. Their minds had expanded beyond the boundaries of individual consciousness, tapping into a universal network of thought and emotion. It's trying to communicate, Astra breathed, her form now a dazzling display of light and color. Jack nodded, somehow understanding. Not just communicate, it's inviting us to join it. Zara, her scientific skepticism warring with the undeniable evidence before her, spoke the question on everyone's mind. What exactly is it? As if in response, the object began to descend towards Lumina's surface. Its swirling form gradually coalesced into a shape that left everyone speechless, a giant, pulsing heart. Of course, Jack laughed, the absurdity and beauty of the moment overwhelming him. The universe has a heart. Why didn't we see it before? As the cosmic heart touched down on Lumina's crystal surface, a wave of pure love and understanding washed over the planet. In that moment, the barriers between species, between emotion and logic, between the physical and the metaphysical, all melted away. Beings from across the galaxy found themselves linked in a network of shared consciousness, experiencing the joy, pain, love, and wonder of countless lives. It was as if the entire universe had become one giant, loving entity, finally aware of itself in all its infinite complexity. Astra, Jack, and Zara stood at the forefront of this cosmic awakening, their unique bond serving as a conduit for the heart's energy. Through them, the message of universal love began to spread across the stars, igniting a revolution of consciousness that would forever change the course of galactic history. As the dust settled and the initial shock wore off, the true implications of their discovery began to sink in. They had unlocked the secret of cosmic love, a force that could unite galaxies, transcend time and space, and perhaps even reshape reality itself. But with this great power came great responsibility. How would they guide the galaxy into this new era of enlightenment? What challenges and wonders awaited them in this brave new universe? As Jack gazed into Astra's iridescent eyes, he knew one thing for certain. Whatever lay ahead, they would face it together, their hearts beating in time with the pulse of the cosmos itself. Echoes of eternity, the cosmic love revolution. The arrival of the universal heart on Lumina sparked a galactic renaissance unlike anything seen in the history of sentient life. As news spread across the cosmos, worlds that had been locked in millennia-old conflicts found themselves inexplicably drawn towards peace. The boundaries between species blurred, giving rise to a new form of cosmic citizenship. Jack, Astra, and Zara found themselves at the epicenter of this interstellar upheaval, their unique bond serving as a beacon for beings across the universe seeking to understand the newfound connection they all shared. "It's like we've unlocked the cheat codes to the universe," Jack mused, his eyes now permanently swirling with cosmic energy. "But instead of unlimited lives or invincibility, we've got unlimited love," Astra finished, her form shimmering with rainbow hues. "A force more powerful than any weapon, more valuable than any resource." Zara, ever the scientist, was furiously documenting the changes sweeping across known space. "The implications are staggering," she exclaimed. "We're seeing spontaneous telepathic links forming between species that couldn't even communicate before. Entire ecosystems are rebalancing themselves. It's as if the universe is healing itself." But not everyone was celebrating this cosmic awakening. In the shadowy corners of the galaxy, those who had long profited from conflict and division were scrambling to maintain their power. The Galactic Council, a body that had long governed interstellar affairs, called an emergency session. Representatives from thousands of worlds gathered in the great crystal amphitheater on Lumina, their minds linked in a symphony of thought and emotion. As Jack, Astra, and Zara took the stage, a hush fell over the assembled beings. The trio had become living symbols of unity, their very existence a testament to the power of love to transcend all barriers. "Friends, neighbors, fellow citizens of the cosmos," Jack began, his voice resonating not just through the air, but through the collective consciousness of all present. "We stand at a crossroads unlike any our species have faced before." Astra continued, her thoughts merging seamlessly with Jack's. "The universal heart has awakened us to a fundamental truth, that we are all interconnected, all part of a grand cosmic dance of love and creation." Zara stepped forward, her scientific mind providing the grounding for their visionary ideas. "But with this great awakening comes great responsibility. We must learn to wield this new power wisely, to shape our reality with compassion and understanding." Suddenly, a discordant note rang through the collective consciousness. A shadowy figure materialized on the stage, its form a writhing mass of darkness that seemed to devour light. "How quaint," the figure sneered, its voice a cacophony of 1,000 screaming souls. "You think love can save you? I am void, the embodiment of cosmic entropy. Your little awakening has merely hastened the end of all things." The amphitheater erupted in chaos as waves of fear and doubt rippled through the assembled beings. But Jack, Astra, and Zara stood firm, their bond a beacon of hope in the face of cosmic despair. "You're right," Jack said, his voice calm and resolute. "Love alone can't save us, but it can give us the strength to save ourselves." With that, the trio joined hands and tentacles, channeling the power of the universal heart. A blinding light erupted from their joined forms, pushing back the encroaching darkness. What followed was a battle unlike any the universe had ever seen. It wasn't fought with weapons or ships, but with ideas, emotions, and the very fabric of reality itself. Jack's human determination, Astra's Luminian wisdom, and Zara's scientific insight combined into a force that could reshape galaxies. As the conflict raged, beings across the universe found themselves drawn into the struggle. Every act of kindness, every moment of understanding, every bridge built between former enemies became a weapon against the encroaching void. In the heart of a dying star, Jack and Void faced off in a final confrontation. "Why fight it?" Void hissed. "Entropy is the natural state of the universe. All things must end." Jack smiled, his form now a blinding supernova of love and light. "You're half right. Things do end, but that just makes room for new beginnings." With a thought, Jack reached out to every conscious being in the universe. In that moment, trillions of minds joined as one, their combined love and hope focusing into a single point of infinite potential. The resulting burst of energy rewrote the very laws of reality. The void was not destroyed, but transformed, becoming a part of the great cosmic cycle rather than its end. As the light faded and the new universe took shape, Jack, Astra, and Zara found themselves changed once again. They were no longer merely individuals, but living embodiments of the cosmic forces they had unleashed. Well, Jack chuckled, his form now a swirling galaxy of stars and planets. I guess this takes long-distance relationship to a whole new level. Astra, her consciousness now spanning entire dimensions, laughed in agreement. Indeed, but distance is merely an illusion in a universe bound by love. Zara, her mind now a vast repository of all knowledge past, present, and future, smiled warmly. And our journey is far from over. The cosmos is vast, and there are still so many mysteries to uncover. As news of their victory spread across the reborn universe, beings everywhere celebrated the dawn of a new cosmic age. The boundaries between species, between the physical and the metaphysical, had been forever blurred. Love had become the currency of the cosmos, and the possibilities were truly infinite. But in the depths of space, beyond the edge of known reality, something stirred. A new challenge, a new mystery, a new adventure waiting to be discovered. For in a universe of infinite love and infinite possibilities, the story never truly ends. It merely begins anew, with each beat of the universal heart. To be concluded in the epic final, infinity's embrace, the cosmic love odyssey. As the newly reborn universe pulsed with the rhythm of the universal heart, Jack, Astra, and Zara found themselves at the threshold of a reality beyond imagination. Their transformed beings, now intrinsically woven into the fabric of the cosmos, embarked on an odyssey that would challenge the very concept of existence itself. You know, Jack's voice echoed across galaxies, his form a kaleidoscope of starlight and nebulae. When I signed up for space exploration, I didn't expect to become a literal part of space. Astra, her consciousness now a tapestry of interdimensional threads, laughed in frequencies that caused supernovas to bloom. Oh, Jack, always the understatement. We're not just part of space. We are space, time, and everything in between. Zara, her mind a living library of cosmic knowledge, added, and yet, there's still so much we don't understand. Look there, at the edge of our awareness. At the fringes of their expanded perception, a shimmering barrier pulsed with otherworldly energy. Beyond it lay something that defied even their godlike comprehension, a realm where the laws of their new reality seemed to break down completely. The Ultraverse, Zara whispered in awe. A theoretical plane of existence where our universe is but a single atom in a much larger cosmos. As they approached the barrier, ripples of anticipation spread across the universe. Beings of all species, now connected through the cosmic network of love, tuned in to witness this next great leap into the unknown. Suddenly, a familiar darkness seeped through the cracks in the barrier. The void, transformed but not defeated, spoke in a voice that shook the foundations of reality. Fools, it boomed. You've brought balance to your little pond, but you've merely scratched the surface of true cosmic order. Beyond lies the Ultraverse, where your love is nothing but a quaint evolutionary quirk. Jack, undeterred, felt a surge of that uniquely human blend of curiosity and defiance. Well then, he grinned, his smile igniting a chain of supernovas, I guess it's time to spread the quirk. With a shared thought, the trio merged their consciousness into a single point of infinite possibility. They became Love Force One, a being of pure cosmic love energy, ready to pierce the veil of the Ultraverse. As they breached the barrier, reality itself seemed to shatter and reform around them. They found themselves in a realm where entire universes collided like bubbles in a vast, multidimensional sea. By Einstein's wildest dreams, Zara gasped, her scientific mind struggling to process the impossible geometries surrounding them. Each of these, their complete universes, with their own physical laws, their own forms of life. Astra's perception expanded, touching the myriad realities around them. And yet, they all seemed to lack something. a fundamental force that binds consciousness across dimensions. Love, Jack realized. They don't know love as we do. At least, not yet. As Love Force One navigated this sea of realities, they encountered beings and civilizations beyond comprehension. There were universes where thought itself was the primary form of matter, realms where time flowed backwards, and dimensions populated by beings of pure mathematical abstraction. But in every reality they touched, they found a common thread, a longing for connection, for meaning, for love. With each interaction, each exchange of cosmic compassion, ripples of change spread across the ultraverse. Universes that had been locked in eternal conflict began to harmonize. Dimensions that had been drifting apart started to synchronize. The void, now revealed to be a primordial force of the ultraverse itself, watched in disbelief. Impossible, it rumbled. Love is a weakness, a flaw in the cosmic design. Love Force One turned to face the void, their combined form now a dazzling spectrum of multiversal energy. "You're right about one thing," they spoke in unison, their voice resonating across infinite realities. Love is a flaw, a beautiful, necessary flaw that allows the cosmos to evolve, to grow, to truly live. With that declaration, they unleashed the full power of their love, not as a weapon, but as an invitation. The void, for the first time in its eternal existence, felt the warm embrace of cosmic compassion. In that moment, the ultimate truth of reality revealed itself. The void was not their enemy, but the other half of a cosmic equation. Love and entropy, creation and destruction, all part of a grand eternal dance. As the void and Love Force One merged, a new level of existence birthed itself into reality. The Omniverse was born, a harmony of infinite universes, bound together by the power of love and balanced by the gentle entropy of the void. Jack, Astra, and Zara found themselves once again transformed. They were now cosmic guardians, tasked with nurturing the fledgling Omniverse and guiding the myriad forms of life within it towards enlightenment. As they gazed upon their new creation, Jack couldn't help but laugh. "You know," he mused, his voice now the song of creation itself, "I once thought finding someone to love on Earth was complicated. Talk about a long-distance relationship." Astra, her form now a living constellation of multiversal possibilities, entwined her essence with Jack's. Distance is irrelevant when every point in existence is connected by love. Zara, her consciousness now an infinite fractal of knowledge spreading across all realities, smiled warmly. "And our greatest discovery yet awaits us, how to guide this newborn omniverse towards its full potential." As news of their cosmic transformation spread across infinite realities, beings everywhere began to awaken to the interconnected nature of all existence. The boundaries between life and death, between self and other, between love and the very fabric of reality, all became beautiful illusions in the grand cosmic play. But even as they basked in the glow of infinite love and possibility, the cosmic guardians sensed a new frontier calling. Beyond the omniverse, beyond the very concept of dimensionality itself, lay the next great mystery. For in a reality where love is the fundamental force of all existence, every ending is just a new beginning. Every answered question gives birth to 1,000 new mysteries, and the greatest adventure of all, the journey of cosmic love, continues for eternity. As the credits of existence rolled on this chapter of the cosmic story, audiences across infinite realities leaned in, eyes wide and hearts open, eager for the next episode in the greatest tale ever told, the endless, ever-evolving saga of love across the omniverse. The end, or is it just the beginning?